looks so good. So now I'm just gonna put this back and throw this away. And also, if you guys are interested, I can show you guys all the car parts that I have for sale. I just did a whole entire cleaning session last night. It took like 2 hours. Got all the car parts out of storage, cleaned them all, and then I'm taking pictures of them and posting them up today. I'm literally just trying to get rid of all my parts because I just have way too many. They're just taking up space, and I'd rather have cash than just car parts laying around. The car parts that I have are S2000 mostly, RX-7, right-hand drive, OEM parts, and then a bunch of NSX parts. So, let me make sure my house number isn't in this, but this is the S2000 from the front, and then, let me go this way, from the side, rear, my favorite angle of the S2000 is right here, this one. Looks so good. The tire looks so good. I love this tire. I spent fucking $250 on each one of these tires. Then the NSX, we'll be taking this one out tomorrow too. This is what it looks like on the inside, and this is how you open the door. I really like it because the design is very aerodynamic and very, very sleek and goes with the car. So this is the interior of the car. So this car actually was originally Brooklyn's Green, which for the year, it's a 1994. For the year, it's one of 34 for the year, which is, this color is very, very rare, but it was actually wrapped white. So you can see the color right here. It looks like black, but it's a very dark green. Green-blue, dark color. It looks really nice. And then this is the car, the interior. Still OEM seats. A couple things that have been changed are the carbon fiber interior. So if you can see here, let me take you guys off so I can bring you inside. So we go inside the car, and carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber. I love this car. Oh, this is the newest edition, carbon fiber. And then the next thing that we have to get is this thing is going to become carbon fiber, but it's very expensive. I gotta do that one TikTok of that, that one Asian guy where he goes carbon fiber, carbon fiber, carbon fiber. I gotta do that one. But yeah, that's the interior of the car. It's pretty nice, pretty sleek. And then like I showed you in the last video, in every single one of our cars, we have a small version of our cars. Oh no, he might have taken it out. There used to be a NSX in the glove box. And then this is also custom. We cut a hole here, routed the whole cup system. So the car now can raise 2 inches up if we need to go over a hole or not a hole, a bump or something like that. We can lift the car up and down. It's not on bags, they're on cups, so it still has springs. Shift knob, and then this is also a new addition. This I forgot what this part is called, but it was actually quite expensive just for this thing, so the shift boot doesn't sag down. I need one on the RX-7 too. Should probably close this door. I don't want to waste the battery. So the S2000 and the NSX actually have matching steering wheels, so that's really cute. What else? Oh, there's carbon fiber on here too. I said the next thing that we need to do also is get carbon fiber on this handle, but it's kind of nice, like not having to grab onto like a carbon piece, like being afraid it's gonna break. This is all leather, which that's another reason why I love the NSX. It feels very like luxury because the way that they designed it, it's just very like advanced for its time. It has the power seats, so here you can move the seat like up and down and like back, but it's very heavy. That's the only drawback. And then the whole entire dash is all leather too. Like this whole dash feels very luxurious. And then actually, before the carbon fiber, this also used to be like leather here too. All leather, the doors and stuff. And the glove box also used to be leather. Thoughts on the 300ZX? I like the car. I like all JDM cars. I'm not accepting any requests. I'm sorry. Not right now. Maybe next live. What's your go-to car? I would say my Honda Accord. That's my go-to. I drive that car every single day. The S2000 I drive like once a month or like twice a month max. At one point, I didn't even drive it for like 2 months. The RX-7 is classified as like a historic vehicle. So I'm only allowed to drive the car under my insurance policy only 1,000 miles in a whole year. So that actually kind of works out because the RX-7, if you guys know, it tends to overheat very easily. So I can't even drive it in the summer because I live in a very hot state. So it works out. So you just drive it in the winter time and then put it away in the summertime. And then another thing, if you guys don't know about NSXs, this car is a mid-engine car, which means that the engine is in the middle of a car, or I guess like in the back, I would say, but it's in the middle because there's a trunk. So if you look here through the glass, you can see the whole engine. I don't know if you can see, but this whole thing pops up like this. It pops up this way, and then the whole engine is exposed. The only drawback for this is that if you want to work on anything in your engine bay, you have to have a lift to be able to lift up your car because you have to take the engine out through the bottom and you can't take it through the top. That's the only drawback. Can you name some downsides of the Mark IV Supra? I don't really know much about the Supra because I've never really been like interested in it, I guess. Like only the NSX and the RX-7 are the only ones I've really been interested out of the 4 JDM Legends, so I don't really know much about it. Oh, thank you so much for the rose. And then I guess I can pop up the hood for you so you can kind of see what it looks like with like no engine in the front. So this is where the button is. So you pull this lever and then that pops the hood. Let me put you on the stand so I can work things. So this is what the engine bay, but not engine bay because there's no engine here, is. So I guess the front of the car are kind of similar to a Tesla. So usually the NSX doesn't have this whole contraption right here. This is the cup air system. So basically, oh, why is that still there? The cup air system. So this is what raises and lowers the car. Whose car? This is my boyfriend's car, not mine. Radiator, same, everything else. Everything electronical is still up in the front, but just like the engine stuff is in the rear. And we actually did all the wiring and stuff for this, and it was actually not that bad. As you can see, we just wired here up until here, and then there's one of these on the other side here as well. And then we had to bring this through the firewall, which is through the passenger side, and then kind of down through like the seat on the right side of the seat area, the passenger side seat, and then back through the trunk of the car, or not through the trunk, but through the engine. What's the difference between that NSX and the older ones with the pop-up headlights? That's actually a really good question. So this is a 1994 NSX. So this car actually used to have the pop-up headlights. If you go on our like Instagram page, which is called Ghost Gang Garage, you might be able to see the old pictures of the car with the pop-up headlights. So we actually did a whole front end conversion. So we took off the front bumper, we took off the fenders, we took off everything. We got the sorcery kit, which is like the whole wide body kit from Japan. And we bought these two headlights, which are like original headlights. And they're very expensive, but we did a whole conversion, and then we changed it into like it's called facelift, or like NA2, but it's not an NA2 look. So it's still an NA1, but just with a facelift. Is the car electric or gasoline? It's still gas, it's not electric. And it's on TEs. These are the OG TEs. They stopped making these and they don't sell them anymore. And then this is the rear. This is also new. If you can see, like right here, it's not like a diffuser, but these like rear spats. Looks really good. They're carbon too. I don't know if you can really see them. And then this is also somewhat kind of new. It's this wing extension. So the original wing, well, this is not the original wing, but we had the original wing, we removed it, then added this wing, and then you can get this extension part, which is like this part right here, and then 3M'd it, and then ended up bolting it into the wing. And I like it better. Kind of has that effect. Then, the next project, which is gonna take a really long time to do, is this. I don't know if you guys can tell what it is, but we're gonna do some programming and some lights all by hand. Do you see every single one of these? We're gonna have to put every single one of these into every single one of these holes, and it's gonna take a really long time, but it's gonna be a lot of fun. What do you think about the Integra, the new one? I really like it. I've actually like all JDM cars. I really like. Okay, so I guess we can go on to the FD now, because I kind of talked a lot about the NSX. So this is my newest car. It's the FD RX-7. It's a 1994, and it's imported. 1995. Sorry. 1995, and it's imported from Japan. So, meaning, if we go here, boom, the steering wheel is on the right side of the car instead of the left side of the car. Wow. God damn it. God damn it. Okay, one thing about this car is that the seals are like very old, so it likes to not close. So I have to slam it like that. Original, basically everything. It used to have the Ariana wing, but that one's up for sale, and I replaced it with this one. I'm going for like a 99 spec look. It's not for sale. None of these cars are for sale. Is it street legal? Yes, all my cars are street legal. I actually didn't need to get an emissions test for this because it is considered a historic vehicle, but I ended up going to get one anyways, and it passed emissions, surprisingly. I didn't think it was gonna pass, but it passed. So this is what it looks like. Adding the new bumper on. It used to have like a King Sport front bumper, which I didn't really like the look. That one's also up for sale too. And then I added this on. It is polyurethane and it's not fiberglass, which has like pros and cons to it. So one of the pros of polyurethane is that if it goes over like a huge rock or bump or something like that, it's not gonna crack and it's just gonna kind of flex. And then if you put it out into the sunlight, it's just gonna flex back into place, which is really nice. But, I'll have to pause really quick. There's someone here. Okay, I'm gonna pause and I'll come back. Okay, I'm back. So, I was talking about the pros and cons of polyurethane. So, a con of polyurethane would be that it flexes, which is good, but it's also bad because it's flexing too much to the point where it doesn't hold its structure. So I'm gonna have to buy a whole entire bracket right here that goes all the way here. And I think it's like, I don't know if it's one part or if it's, I have to buy 4 parts, because it's like one part that goes here, one part that goes above it, and then one part that goes to the headlight, and then another part that goes to the other headlight. And combined, just for brackets to hold up my front bumper, it costs like $500. So that's why my bumper is sagging right now. Hi. Okay. Okay, so on to the next part. What was I just saying? I got distracted by dogs. So on to the next part. So I have the wheels. These are the original OEM wheels. I really like the look of it, just because it's very like cute and simple and it matches the rest of the car. Another thing is I actually wrapped this whole entire car by myself with the help of my boyfriend. So there are a couple imperfections, as you can see. Like here, I haven't actually finished the side mirrors. I need to still cut this whole part right here and then add a new piece and kind of tuck it away in here. Haven't gotten to that yet. And then there's like a couple like these things, but they go away if you like push on them. See, like that one went away. Eventually I'm gonna redo this whole car, wrap it, but this is just like temporary. It was very cheap, so for the whole car, usually to get it done wrapped like professionally, it would cost probably around $4,000 or even more at some places. But I just ended up buying the wrap. We had some left over from the NSX, so I only needed to buy like 1 roll or 2 rolls of wrap, and it was less than $1,000 to wrap my whole entire car, which is a steal. So this is the rear, the wing, and the rear. Eventually, I want to do sequential, is that how you pronounce it? Lights that go but that's also very expensive. I want to learn how to do programming for that, and I also want to do that on the S2000 too. I feel like that's going to be really fun to do, especially with my dad because he likes that kind of stuff. So I think that's going to be like a fun project for us to do. It has the Infiniti badge and the Infiniti logo. These, if you ever see this and this badge, it means that it's a right-hand drive or their left-hand drive car that's an RX-7 that they're trying to pay homage to the Japanese car, which is right-hand. So let's take a look on the inside. This is how you open the door, like upwards, and then the NSX opens sideways. I like the NSX, how it opens better. The RX-7 is known for this piece breaking. So a lot of people end up switching these out to aluminum, but I won't switch it out until mine breaks. Just because it's like very flimsy plastic, they just built it very cheaply, the handle part. So this is the FD. Yeah, that broke on mine already. Yeah, I know, it breaks on everyone's. I have an FC for sale. One day, I do want an FC, but one day. I don't have any money. I spent all my money on this. Still spending my money, still paying off this car, actually. So, this is how you drive it. Pretty self-explanatory. I don't really know what to explain. I'm gonna be getting my my dash fixed by someone. I already paid them. I just have to remove it and ship it out to them. They live in Florida and they specialize in fixing RX-7 like the, what's it called? The gauge. Why is everybody coming to my house right now? There's another person at my house. So I changed out the carbon fiber piece of the whole dash. This piece, and this piece is all carbon because I had originally the OEM pieces, but this top piece was cracked and it's impossible to find right-hand drive. What's the name of the company? If you DM me on Instagram asking me the question, I will send you the person's at. They don't really have like a company, it's just more like their Instagram. And all of my friends who have RX-7s have gotten theirs fixed by him, so I trust him. I'm doing live stream right now.
Live stream?
Yeah, TikTok live stream.
Okay. So can I go in there?
Yeah, if you want.
Okay.
Go, can you fit?
Where's the TikTok? Oh.
Choco and Chicken Nugget are right there.
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so basically, I had to change it out to carbon fiber because it ended up being cheaper to get carbon fiber than it was to get the plastic pieces because like OEM and they don't make them anymore. So I was like, God damn it, I wanted to keep this car closest to OEM as possible, but I'm not mad because carbon fiber is awesome. Who's Chicken Nugget? That's my dog's name. Choco and Chicken Nugget are my dog's names. I'll show you guys them later. So this is the interior, carbon. This is the shift knob. This is shift knob actually came from the NSX, so this is actually an NSX shift knob, and it's really nice and weighted. But the only thing is, I need to fix like the shifter because it's so loose. Like, look at this. That's neutral. Like, this is neutral. Like, look at that. It has so much play. So it's kind of weird. Going into third, sometimes it doesn't go. This is the LED screen. I still haven't wired this, so it doesn't work yet. Another thing that I hate about the carbon fiber is that it doesn't like line up perfectly. So this right here, where the AC goes, it doesn't fit. Like the piece doesn't fit, so it doesn't stay. So I can't like turn it. But I don't even use the AC anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And another thing, this car doesn't have cup holders, so I have to use this. And then that's my boost gauge right there. It doesn't really work. Like none of this really works right now because it's very old car, sat in Japan for a long time, so it needs cleaning. That's what it's gonna be sent out for. There's also lots of cracks up here in this plastic. I'm gonna change that out to aluminum. And what else? Oh yeah, my car has back seats. So actually this car is a 4-seater, which is pretty awesome. And yes, I can fit back there. We have driven with 3 people. 4 people is kind of a stretch just because like if you're a tall person driving in the driver's seat, you have to push your seat all the way back so this person wouldn't have any space. But if I was driving, my seat is pushed up all the way to the front, so 4 people can actually fit comfortably. I bought speakers, but I haven't put them in yet. So speakers are gonna go there and over here. And then this thing won't stay because the tab broke off. And I put 3M there, but it won't stay. Another thing that's really cute about this car is that since it's from Japan, it has like a little bit of Japanese writing everywhere on the car. So up here on the sunshade thing, and then on the side here, the stickers are all in Japanese. What car is this? This is a FD RX-7. I'm not gonna open up the trunk because it's very dirty in there. And just all my car parts are in there. I think there's a radiator in there that I need to put on. And then there's also like all my speakers and stuff are in there, so I'm not gonna open it. But yeah, that's basically it. There's a couple parts that are missing, like this is missing, but the other side has it, but it's impossible to find this piece. So I'm seeing if like I can make it by hand and like 3D print this piece. Very hard though. Another thing is like I'm missing this cover right here. Very hard to find. It's also like cracked a little bit here. And another thing that I really don't like about this car is the door handles. Just whoever designed the door handle on this car needs to like rethink. Cause who designed this? To like open up the door, you need to like grab like this and like pull it up like that. Like this to open the car door. It sucks. That and then the outside sucks. And I have to slam it every time. But yeah, that's basically the FDRX7. Oh, I didn't show you guys the pop-up headlights. That's the best part. Are you from Canada? No, I'm not. I'm from the States. So front shot. Literally the best thing about this car. Oh, I should show the engine bay. It's really cute. I love it. I have like the little, I don't know if you could tell, but I don't have like the little black piece that goes around the eyes. I'm spraying those so it looks like a lot nicer right now. So they're not on. Okay. This is the engine bay. The Dorito factory. This is where Doritos are made. In here, if you guys didn't know, I have twin turbos in this actually. From the factory, they come twin turbo, but they're really mini turbos, like very, very small, just two of them. Then I got like HKS blow-off valve. I also have HKS exhaust and some other HKS parts. So I've been trying to keep to the HKS trend just because the car I've already had a bunch of HKS, so that's why I got the HKS blow-off. Also, it sounds really good, like very. I didn't do any of this by myself. The only thing that I did myself was the blow-off. Everything else was already put on the car when I bought it. Oh, and I changed the battery. I did that by myself. And I also changed the color by myself. So I did the wrap by myself. Start engine. No. I'll start the engine to the S2000, but I'm not going to start the engine to the RX-7 because that means I have to pull it out of the garage. Yeah, that's basically it. There has to be a lot of cleaning done. As you can tell, it's very dirty. It's still very rusty in some areas, so I do have to hire someone to like do the dry ice blasting on it because I just want to make sure it's like stays in mint condition. Any new mods coming soon? I spent all my money on the S2000 and buying the RX-7 right now. My main goal is to pay off this car. I'm very close. Within a couple months, I'll be able to pay off this car, and then my next step is to save for a house. So not a lot of car stuff is gonna happen for probably the next 2 years or so. Or I just need to find another job. Yeah, that's basically it. I think I'm gonna stick to, instead of like modding the cars, I'm gonna stick to like cleaning the cars and making them very nice and like pristine. It's a 1995. It's a Mazda, but it's not a Mazda. This car, like everybody says like Mazda RX-7, right? But this car was made in Japan, and they don't have Mazda in Japan. Mazda is like US branch, just like how Acura is like Honda's US branch, just like with the NSX. So in America, we never got the Honda NSX, we got the Acura NSX. Just like in America, we never got the Infiniti RX-7, we got the Mazda RX-7, and vice versa. In Japan, they never got Mazda RX-7, they got Infiniti RX-7. So that's why this is an Infiniti and not an RX-7. It is an RX-7, it's just not a Mazda. If that makes sense. Okay, last car is the S14. Let's go check it out. Are you in need of an automotive mechanic? No, I am not. I am my own mechanic. I do my own work. The only place I trust to bring my car to is Science of Speed. They specialize in S2000s and NSXs. Sorry, there's a bunch of dogs in my backyard. So, S14. This is the drift car. It does run. It is registered. Everything is passed. We just haven't gotten around to working on it yet. Yes. Stop it! Okay, so basically it's a drift car. Okay, I'm gonna leave. There's too many dogs barking. I got something in my Crocs, man. Oh, also, if you guys didn't see in the last live stream, check out my Crocs. They're pretty awesome. All cars, except for this one boba. So, my left foot is my clutch foot. So, with my clutch foot, I have my RX-7 and my S2000s. And then, on my right foot is just a bunch of cars that I like and that they had the gibbets for. So, like all the other JDM cars. And then boba. Nico, are you half? Yes, I am half. I'm half Japanese and half white. My mom is from Japan, and then my dad is from like Idaho. Very conflicting, best of both worlds though. Hi from Bangkok. Oh, welcome. Good morning from Philippines. Oh my god. I can't believe it's like morning there and then it's like midday afternoon. Yeah, I need to go to the gym soon actually. I woke up at like 12 today in the afternoon. It was not good. I'm not very productive in my day. That's why I was like, oh, I need to start cleaning my cars, get ready for tomorrow's show. I need to film some content. Oh no, my car is a little bit wet. I need to dry that off before it like leaves those marks. Is that an Acura? Yes, it is an Acura NSX. Soon, I'm gonna paint the calipers to this car. I might do them orange. I kind of want to do them orange, or just black if I want to play it safe. But I kind of want to do a color but I want to do orange just because my headlights right here are orange, so I kind of want to do a little pop in a little color, but I don't want to do pink. I was even thinking like dark purple, like a midnight purple color. Which one's the Acura? This is the Acura. And eventually, I'm still looking. So if anyone has suggestions, I've been looking for, since I bought this car basically, a clear like wrap that's like pink, like a very, very light pink, to wrap these right here. So it looks like it's like blushing, but I've only found hot pink, like clear wrap. I can't find any like light pink clear wrap. Like it doesn't exist anywhere. So if anyone knows, please let me know. I will buy it right away. Should I do this? I'm too lazy. I'm done. I'm done with cleaning my cars. They've had enough love for today. I need to do something else. Oh, I need to sell my car parts. I will show you guys the car parts room and what's for sale. I also have these spacers that are for sale too. These two spacers. And let me go show you the car parts after I clean up in the front yard. Do you race the RX-7? No, I don't race any of my cars. I don't have enough money to race my cars and then fix them if anything happens. I'll show you guys the inside of my trunk in the S2000. So this is what it looks like. I do have a sub, but it's currently broken right now. Need to figure out the wiring. Haven't got around to do that yet. I like to keep the trunk of my cars very organized and clean. It makes me feel very nice. The daily, I could care less. It can be dirty. There can be the daily, I could care less. It can be dirty. There can be wrappers and stuff, but this car always has to be like very clean and very organized. Do you like G37? It's not my type of car. I probably won't get one for myself, but it's not bad. I think they're pretty affordable, right? For someone who's like first getting into cars, I think it's not bad. So this is my trunk, very organized, very nice. Fire extinguisher right there. Got my like essentials in here, and then just don't even get me started on this stuff. If you guys could help me with this would actually be amazing. I bought like these pads, right, for the seats, for the bridge seats. So like when you sit in and out, like you like rub it up against this instead of like rubbing up against the chair, so there's like less wear, right? But they gave me so many. I thought it only came with 4, like one for each side of each chair, but apparently there's like some for like the shoulder areas and like some for the sides. So I'm like very confused. All of these are like different. And I don't know where they go. And there's some of them are different sizes, some of them are the same size. And I cannot believe how much, you cannot believe how much I spent on this piece of like Velcro piece that says like Brid on it. It was $100. I cannot believe myself. But I have no idea where these pieces go, like at all. On the seatbelt?
I gotta do a pickup for a client on the back.
What car?
A rescue.
Oh, okay. Nice Crocs, thank you. Yes, so if you could help me put these on my car, that would actually be great. I'll do that right now. See, right now I have this piece right here, and then okay, so I have like another random piece, and then I have another piece that I have right here, right? Where did these pieces go? I don't know. And they're all different sizes and shapes. Okay, I'm gonna bring you guys closer, and then you're gonna help me put them somewhere on my car, because I have no idea where they go. Would you ever consider selling your car for the right price? Most likely not, just because of the amount of like hours I put into labor into this car. I will probably never get back in the price. And this car is salvage title, so I probably wouldn't even get a good price for the car anyways. So I'm gonna end up keeping this car. It's the first car that I ever learned stick shift on. It's the first car that I actually ever did like body work on and welding and like molding and painting and everything. So there's a lot of memories in this car, and I probably would never give it up. But I mean, if you give me the right price, I mean, I couldn't say no. Okay, so where does this one go? Here? But it doesn't stick, that's the thing, like it doesn't really stay. How salvaged? I don't know how long you guys have been following me, but I documented the whole process of it. The car is completely salvaged from the front end. I did a whole entire front end fix, so I ended up taking off the apron pieces, removing like all the welds on them, and then I had to re-weld the apron pieces on. I had to pull out like a bit of the frame of the car, and then I had to replace the front bumper. That's why the whole car kind of got a like a version 2. I did like the wide body and everything, because I was like, okay, you know, it became salvage, I fixed it, but like I want to make it my own. Put it on the seat belts. Like here? Oh, like this. Wait. There's different sizes though. This one is bigger, I think, than this one. So the small one goes on the seatbelt, or the big one goes on the seatbelt? Like this way? The big one? Yo, I'm so confused right now. That doesn't look right. It looks very bulky and very big. My Civic with a laptop would win. It probably would win. This car is very slow and very heavy. Someone tried racing me the other day actually, and I was like, bro, this is an S2000 with a wide body kit, like a huge ass wide body kit and like heavy ass wheels. I don't think, and it was like a newer Mustang too. I was like, bro, like this is a 2006, like it is basically stock. Like what do you expect? A lot of people don't realize that, but this car is very slow. It may look fast, but it's extremely slow. Around corners though, this car will beat any Mustang any day. But the RX-7 though, that car is fast from the factory. That car is very fast. Those twin turbos are like kicking in like right away. Like when I'm sitting in the car and like if my boyfriend drives and I'm just sitting as a passenger, like my head like flies back and hits the seat. What car is this? This is a Honda S2000. Okay, guys, you really need to help me with this because I don't know what I'm doing. What is this? I can't believe this is $100. I could have made this. I'm so mad at myself. I literally could have made this. There's no way it like sits like that. I'm pretty sure like cuz it like the curvature, it's supposed to be like that or something. But it doesn't stick. I give up. Nobody can help me here? Where'd these go? These are the same. This is the same, but on different sides. And then this one is alone, but just like huge. Oh, I know where this one goes. This side doesn't have it. This chair. I don't think that's put on correctly. And then this part, headrest. Like that. Between the headrests. Like this. Like that. Like that doesn't look right to me. Over plastic. Which plastic piece? Oh, the roll cage. Okay. The only reason I'm able to run like bucket seats and these harness seatbelts is like you're supposed to have a roll cage in your car, right? But I don't really have a roll cage in my car. Actually, my car is like very weird. If you look in the back, it's one of a kind. The previous owner did this, not me, okay? I'm gonna flip the camera around and you will see what I mean. So the roll cage is actually not a roll cage, but it is a roll cage. There's a piece of metal pipe that was welded on. So if you know the S2000, it has like this little like rainbow shaped thing behind the head, right? And there's a piece of metal that's welded from one end to the other end, and then this harness piece is wrapped around that metal piece. It's actually very safe because it's above where, like, it's like up here. It's like right there. Yeah, so this is all custom work. I don't think any other S2000 has this. It's all cut in there so then these can fit like that. It's nice because then I don't have to have like a actual roll cage in here, so like it looks a lot nicer. Yeah, this car is very weird. I'm gonna put these back in the trunk of the car because I don't think I'll need them, or I'll just sell them. Hopefully get like half of my money back. I can't believe this. I literally could have made these little foam pieces that were $100. Another really weird thing about my car is that I have two fobs and 2 keys for my car, because my car, when I brought it to the auction site, my fob's not working. When I brought it to the auction site for them to evaluate the car after it was like deemed salvage, they're like, oh, we need you to bring the car to the auction site so we can evaluate it. And I was like, oh no, like you guys can come to the house and just do it at the house because like I'm gonna buy the car back anyways. And then they're like, no, because of COVID, for safety reasons, we need to bring it to the auction site. And I was like, that doesn't make any sense, but we're like, okay, whatever. And they took it, and then someone at the auction site tried messing with my ECU and tried jump starting it or something from the ECU, and it fried the ECU, and I don't know, some lock system like key thing happened to my car. So when I picked up the car wouldn't start, and I think the reason why they did that is so if it did go up to auction and the car wouldn't start, the car would be marked down at a lower price. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. It sucks, but I had to replace the whole entire lock key system and the ECU, so I have a whole new key for my car that starts the car and a whole new key that locks my car. I think I'm basically done with cleaning the cars and everything. I think they're ready to go for tomorrow. She looks pretty good. Pretty clean, pretty neat. Hi, Jasper Fast 2. Welcome to the stream. I want to eat. Oh.
Garage door.
So that one is Choco, and then this one is chicken nugget. So funny. Okay. So this is the parts room. This is everything that I have for sale. So my old S2000 taillights, they still work. They just have a couple cracks in them. OEM radio for the S2000. Side markers, like what's called key fob cover, RPF1, racing. I only have 2 of these. Steering wheel, some covers for the engine bay, seat belts, OEM seat belts, ECU, lock key system, airbags, a full set, and then shift boots, radar detector, some more parts. And then this is my FD wing, the old one, more right-hand drive FD like parts for the dash. What is this? Just more FD stuff in here. And then this is all NSX stuff. So center console pieces. That's the, what's it called? The passenger side glove box and some other stuff. Rear diffuser or valence or whatever. The headliner. What is this? Door cards. The centerpiece for the NSX that goes in the back. And some other stuff. And then, yeah, we just have a bunch of parts. So if you guys know anyone that needs parts for S2000, RX-7, NSX, please let me know. I'm selling a lot of parts. Okay, bye-bye. I'm gonna end this stream for today, and then I'll catch you guys next time. But thank you so much for watching today's stream. I had a lot of fun, and thank you for teaching me how to like claim my car correctly. I learn something new every time. So thank you so much. I hope you guys had fun today. And if you guys wanna have more content from me, you guys can follow me on my Instagram or TikTok. Everything is linked in my bio on this page. So bye-bye. I hope you have a good rest of your day. Now I have to figure out how to live stream end because I always fuck this up. Oh, I figured it out. Okay, bye.